Free, simple, and no splicing. Let's get it. YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Chris right here, and today we're going to be doing one of the easiest modifications you could do on your 1994 all the way down to the 1999 Mustang GT and or Cobra. And also, just so you know, I'm not the original person that thought of this kind of idea. The original people that actually I even learned this from, of how to do this particular modification, is going to be at TKO Resto. I'll put a link in the description below. Go check them out. They got some pretty good content. They're actually really good in this aspect. But they're the first original people that I learned about this particular modification. And just a quick summary, this modification is going to allow you to go from a look like this to this. And real quickly to show you, as far as this fog light modification goes, I mean, if I have these headlights on fully all the way, our light for our fog light goes on, and then when I put it just to the parking lights, it goes off. And basically, that's a nice indication to know that this modification will work. The first thing you really need to do is pop open your center console. You're gonna look for these two little tabs, pull those out, and then you just get some Phillips screwdrivers and take these two screws out of the console, and then this whole thing will come right out. And the next thing that you're gonna want to do is basically look for that nice gray pigtail right around there. It's the biggest kind of connection that you're going to see down here in the center console, and that's the one you kind of want. And if you're not too sure about it, just follow the wire all the way to the fog light switch, and you should be able to find it without a problem. Next thing you want to do is try and have as much fun as you can to try and take this pigtail off and hope that none of these break, because that generally does happen. But we're just going to full-blown send it. Now that we got the pigtail out, it's time to look at the specific wires that we're going to need in order to do this whole little easy, no splicing modification. So now that the ends are kind of removed, let's just talk real quick about the two wires you're going to be using in this whole ordeal. And I'm really hoping you guys can see this. Let's try and get a little bit of light in here. So we pretty much got a red and blue wire that's attached to a particular prong. And then we're going to also have to grab this red and black wire. So here's the red and black. And then if you flip it a little bit, you're going to see a red and blue wire. Those are the only two things you're going to have to change in this particular modification. When I mean change, it's pretty much just going to mean this red tab is going to have to come out of this whole pigtail, and then you take those two particular prongs and then switch them around, and it's pretty much that simple. So now I'm just taking the red tab out, and it's pretty much just getting a flathead screwdriver and going along this little tab on the red part at least, and kind of just pushing her in and out at the same time. It doesn't help with it, it's cold in here, man. Ouch! I managed to get her out just a little bit more, and then you just take the red tab and kind of take her right out. Like so. Make sure you keep this tab on. You're going to be needing this to put all those pins back together and have them hold in the right place. So as you can see here, I got both of the pins out. And I got the red and black, which was on this side, the blue and red that was on this side. I'm literally just going to swap them. When putting this in, you should also hear a click. So here we go. We got the blue and red going to the opposite side. Let's just start to get it in. Let's go to this side and do the same thing. That one's all the way in. And go to this blue and red and make sure it's all the way in. And then once they're swapped, all you got to do is take that same red little tab right here, and then I should be able to put them in just like so. Just to let you guys know, this is not as easy as it looks. I mean, you might think so, but sometimes the pins don't go securely in all the way to the top of the harness or the pigtail, so you're going to have to play with the wires a little bit, push them in more, and then get the red tab to slide in nice and easy. Let's continue. Now we got the tab securely in. All we need to do is put it back in the harness. And then just like that, we're finished. Make sure you hit a click. And now, we're in. And that's the install. So now before we even wrap anything up and start putting things back together, let's just make sure this actually does work. We got our fog light switch is on. Headlight switch not on. So let's hook it to the parking setting. And that was just one click up, and check it out. Little indicator is on, and it's going to mean that, guess what? we'll go with its installation. And now here is our final look at our beautiful and easy, simple modification. This is just a little mod that'll help you out because it'll give you a nice little aggressive look when you're going down the road. And here's a good example of how this particular modification looks during the nighttime. I mean, if I'm going to be really honest, this right here is going to look a whole lot better than you rolling down with the fog lights and the headlights on. And I don't know, just a nice little aggressive look. This is a little key touch to have on your SM95 Mustang. If you guys found this video helpful and enjoyable in any kind of way, be sure to leave a like, and don't forget for your boy, if you want to see more videos, be sure to smash the subscribe button, and as well as ring the notification bell. And until then, my boy Chris Ryan, I'll see all you lovely people in the next one. Peace.
Pero no la maltrate, no es simplemente una mata. Préndele, cacha y sube para la nube. Deja que ella te arrebate, pero no la maltrate, no es simplemente una mata. Préndele, cacha y sube para la nube.